We have officially passed out from class 9 and we are in grade 10 of our mini high school short series. Now, college applications is a very stressful time, and that's why I've made this series where I tackle each high school class one at a time to tell you guys what exactly you should be focusing on in each class. Now, I've personally graduated from Cornell, I've studied at Harvard, and looked at numerous amounts of students' profiles to see what helps them get into the top colleges in the US. Ivy Leagues, top 50 colleges, you name it. So in today's video, we are going to look at what you should be doing as a class 10 student to maximize your chances of getting that dream university that you have in mind. Class 10 is all about identifying your interests and your strengths. So while focusing on your academics, we're also going to explore a variety of activities that you'll be doing, as well as understanding where your career interest lies. For example, if someone is interested in a STEM-related major, should they be doing biology or engineering or chemistry or mathematics? The first thing we're going to address is seeking advice from an external person. Now, typically, I would say that if you are in a high school who has a school counselor, go to them and pick their brains. Set up a meeting with them maybe once every 2 weeks and just talk about career prospects. It's always good to listen when someone is offering advice for free, especially when they're trying to tell you different things that you may not know. This is a great time to just hear all of the options that are available to you and then see what best fits. This can also mean, along with all of the advice that you read, maybe watch a couple day in the life videos. You can find these on YouTube or Instagram Reels if you want to go into the short form content. A lot of the biomedical engineers, prospective students watch a lot of my videos where I've made a series of like day in the life biomedical series. And get in touch with family and friends to see if you could probably spend some time with them shadowing to see what specific jobs actually look like and what an entire day looks like. After you've done that, it helps you shortlist and see if you could be in their shoes and you envision yourself doing similar work and something that you would enjoy. The second thing is maintaining academic excellence and rigor. Now, we already tackled this in the class 9 video, but I'm just going to repeat myself. Your trajectory academically in high school needs to be like this. So you always need to be improving, even if it is a slight improvement. Something that's like a plateau where you're maintaining a good grade throughout high school is also acceptable, but in no case should your grades drop. This can definitely, put you in a spiral, show a downward trajectory, and it doesn't look good as a student. Now, other than your high school grades and making sure you're keeping up with whatever tests that are being done in school, there are two new things that you'll be doing in class 10. The first one is your goal is going to be to start studying for the SAT or the ACT. I know that many colleges are test optional, but they are slowly mandating tests. And even if they are not, submitting a strong SAT score or an ACT score definitely helps improve your chances of getting into a top university. So in class 10, along with just studying for the SAT, your goal should be to write at least 3 full-length SAT tests. This can include the practice SAT test and any 2 other online SAT tests that you find. Again, it's not just something that you do and just check off. Genuinely try to improve after each attempt. Obviously, since you've just started to study for this particular test, you may not be the best. Maybe like 2% of the students will get like a 15-50 on their first attempt. But the rest of us, like you and me, probably need some more practice to keep on improving. So class 10 is the right place to start doing that. If your plan is to come to the US for your college education, the one thing you will most definitely need is a US-based SIM card. Now, this is where I'd like to thank Mint Mobile for being the partner for today's video. They have got you completely covered. Now, as soon as you come to the US, you'll be bombarded with these phone plans that are $50, $60, even $70 per month. As an international student or just a college student in general, you should definitely not be spending this much amount of money just on a phone plan. There's a much better option out there. Mint Mobile at just $15 per month gives you unlimited talk, text, and data of 5G. If you need a physical SIM, they will mail it to you for free, or you can simply use the eSIM that they provide. Now, the link for Mint Mobile is going to be in the description below. Get your phone plan for as low as $15 per month. AP exams are only held once a year, which is in May. So as you are entering class 10, if you start studying for these exams, by the time it's actually time for you to write the test, it'll be May, you'll be finishing class 10. AP tests, there are so many different types, and I'd say that since this is the first time you'll be writing AP tests, choose 3 to 10 that best fit you in terms of aptitude and interest. Most of the syllabus will overlap with what you're already studying in school, so it's not something like you'll be studying something completely different, but throughout the year, you should have plenty of time to study for the test and get a good score. A good score is considered anywhere like a 4 or a 5, and if you can take these AP exams, it'll take a large chunk off of your plate for next year. The third point is setting goals and getting unique experiences. So for the summer of class 10, I want you to actually get some amount of official experience. This can be either in the form of shadowing someone and then, aiming at getting a letter or a certificate that you've completed this many number of hours, or working in the community, or maybe going for like a summer abroad experience, doing a pre-college program. It can be anything, but it's not the time just to do a few things that you feel like are fun to do and explore your interest. It needs to be something official because you may need to write about this in your college applications. Engaging in impactful extracurricular activities. Now, class 9 was all about exploring what activities you like, but class 10 is a little bit more streamlined. You have a rough idea of what you actually like doing, but your activity should have some sort of an impact. Typically, this impact is societal or something that benefits your local community. These type of activities look really good on college applications. So maybe the idea of pursuing such activities further will help strengthen your profile. Now, other than the activities section, your college application will also have an honors section. This is separate to extracurricular activities, and you have the option of adding up to 5 different honors. All 5 of them are optional, but again, because we're competing for that top spot in a good university, we want to make sure you have 5 really valuable honors. Out of these 5, it's okay to have maybe 2 or even 3 honors from class 10. The reason I didn't mention any honors from class 9 is because I feel like that's a little too early. Class 10 onwards showcases that it's recent enough to put in your profile and have a good impact for the reader, the college admissions officer who's actually looking at your college app. Now, these activities or honors particularly can include something like a science Olympiad or an essay writing scholarship that you won, or a summer program that you got admitted into through like a full ride scholarship. Anything monetary in value or anything where you're competing against a certain group of people that is nationally or internationally recognized is very, very good. If you cannot get 2 to 3, at least try to get 1 good honor that you can show that you've done in class 10. Don't wait for someone to come and hand this over to you or your school counselor, teachers to, make you do these. Because you're doing this for your college application, you have to take that additional effort to find which activity or honor would be best suited. You may even have to try out a few things before you get something valuable. For example, getting a particular rank in a math Olympiad isn't as easy as it sounds. Someone may fail at doing that a couple times before they actually get a good rank. So it's okay for you to maybe try out a few different things in class 10, and then out of like those few things, only 1 or 2 are valuable honors that you could potentially add in your college application. Alright guys, so if you're watching till this point, I have a question for all of those 20% viewers that watch the videos till the very end. I want to know from you, after school, do you guys go for any special coaching classes? Now, when I was in class 10, my parents put me for IIT JEE coaching, and I spent maybe like a month there. I hated it. It was terrible. It messed up my entire schedule. I couldn't do any of my assignments and schoolwork on time. I wasn't performing well in either cases. But I want to know from you, do you take any tuition classes? Maybe it's for board exams or IIT JEE or NEET or AP exams or SAT. What kind of after school tuitions are you guys involved in? Put that in the comment below. And plus, if you're watching till this point, like this video. Let's get this video to maybe 500 likes. That'll keep me going, very motivated to make the remaining of this series, which is going to be super beneficial to not just you guys that are watching this year, but even the next admission cycle folks to come. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.